Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to the people of YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Welding and Wheeling. We're walking around the Baldwin, Iowa Highway 64 auction today. We're going to start off with a fire truck just like we did on the last episode. This one's much nicer though. This is a Pierce. Looks like it was fresh off the force. Another gigantic bench seat in it. Assuming this one's a Detroit. I don't know how you get down in there. That guy's got the block color of a Cummins. Ah. Whoa. That's a Cummins, isn't it? Ah, man. Ah, it's got a Jake brake too. Hell yeah. Are you a big cam? I don't know how to really tell them apart too well. I don't know a whole lot about semi-Cummins motors. I don't think I've ever seen a fire truck with one in it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This thing tried to whack me in the head. It looks like this is a pump truck. I don't know a whole lot about fire engines, but we're gonna make our best guess. Like I said, this thing's in really good shape. Paint's still really pretty on it. Yeah, this is a pump truck, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna guess this one goes for close to 10 just on how nice it is, but like I said about the last one, they don't hold their value really well. How many miles does it have? Automatic. 20,000 miles, I believe it. Again, these have giant cabs in case you didn't know. You could easily fit 4 or 5 guys in a line in here. Makes sense. Over next to the fire truck, we got a Chevy C50. Got some meats on the outside. Cool grain truck. I'm gonna guess it's gotta be somewhere 67 to 72. Cool looking green interior. 4-speed. Yeah, cool truck. I'm guessing this is probably like a big block V6. I don't know. These seem to hold their value pretty good just because people still use them out here. But they're pretty cheap if you need a little dump truck. We got a Mustang, skid steer, forks, and a bucket. Pretty beat up flat bucket. This one's a single stick guy for operation, and then looks like maybe foot pedals for steering and your lift function. Foot pedals would actually be your lift and tilt. This one's a 4-cylinder Ford gas engine. Decent tires, but kind of a weird boom setup. Extra brace there. I don't know. Steering the grain truck, we got what I believe is a 4020. 4010, my apologies. I don't know how you tell them apart. If one of you knows, let me know. Would like to get a little bit better at identifying this era of Deere tractors. Pretty good rubber, a little lower on tread, but not all cracked up. Looks like they just had some injection pump work done at BK Diesel. They're in Dubuque, Iowa. I've driven past them a few times. Nice looking tractor, not all painted up and covered up. We have the Ford flavor of grain truck here. Same era as the Chevy. This is a 600. Pretty cool. Got a much cooler interior in my opinion. 99,000 miles, 4-speed. Pretty crusty though. I don't know if these are like the Chevys where the cabs are the same as the pickups. Oh yeah, it's a no lot lizard sticker. Well, now I want the truck. Cool. We got a little baby ditch witch here. Kind of a cool little 4-wheel drive chassis with a Dutz diesel. This one looks pretty nice though. It's too nice to chop up to make something stupid, I think. Over here looks like we got a pretty nice 4440 and a fishing boat. Makes up a weird lineup. This thing got the paint for sure. It actually looks really well done for an auction paint tractor. auction painted tractor. No orange peel. A little bit. They painted up the engine, but I don't know. They did a pretty good job. Let's see what they did on the interior. The rubber looks good all the way around. Nice set of steps on it. Cab seals are kind of old. They're definitely not fresh. Ugh. 1,900 hours it shows. Who knows how many times that rolled over though. Shifts like my brother's. I don't remember what you call that exactly. Pretty nice tractor, but not nearly as fresh inside as it was outside. All right, I'm pretty sure this boat was here the last auction we were here. Might have a better chance of selling it now that it's August. Looks good, but looks can be quite deceiving on an ancient boat like this. It's got a big Evinrude 85 off the back. It's really cool looking, but who knows what the transom and the floorboards look like. Not a lot of seats in there. I like the trailer with the hubcaps and everything. Get a little Minneapolis Moline next to it. A BF Avery. Don't know much about them. Pretty nice looking paint. We got a Ferguson that's really beautiful. Looks like it had a packet full of paperwork for stuff done to it. And then an Allison Chalmers C. Also pretty respectable looking. All right, let's keep moving down the line. Ooh, yeah. Wait a minute. Could it be an AMT 626? It is. Now, last auction I was at here, they had one. I don't think this is the same one. This is the really goofy 5-wheeled Gator. Poor guy's missing his nose. Yeah, this isn't the same one, I don't think. The other one was way nicer. That sold for like $800 and I couldn't quite commit to it. This one will probably go in my price range, but I do not have the space for it now. These are really cool though. They're only 4-wheel drive. They're just funny. I don't know. I kind of like them. I'd like to have one day. Of course, there's a few other Gators here, but nothing that really piques my interest. There's a lot cooler stuff here, I think. So we're going to keep moving. Not bad for an auction camper. I've seen much worse. I like the wilderness trim here. We got the Winnie the Pooh blanket. This one's a nice setup actually with the kitchen in the front. 1 bed, 2 bed. This one's not bad, but not great by a long shot. I'm gonna guess it sells for $500. What's your guess? Oh, check out the fake brick behind you.
I know, and it's on the microwave too.
Oh, wow. What about this guy next to it? The Coachman? Little baby gooseneck. This look kind of cool behind the Ford. Probably the right era as my 97 Ford. This one's got to be nice. Sorry. Yeah, this one's a little nicer.
Yeah, this one's nice.
I kind of like the elevated bed in the front. Yeah, this one I'll clean up.
Yeah, this one's cute. I do like the bed up here.
Little tiny bathroom with a separate entrance. I'm gonna guess this one goes for $2,000. I don't need it though, that's for sure. All right, now that we're done looking at the recreationals, let's get back into the agricultural equipment. 4630 here. Pretty nice, but not amazing shape. It's been a few years since it received that paint job. Good rubber. AC equipment looks new. Cab looks pretty, well, seat's fresh. The rest is kind of old. Got some LEDs on her. We're gonna keep moving. If I stop at every John Deere, we're not gonna get through this auction, so. We gotta cruise right past the Fiat Alice. This was here in the same spot a couple months ago when we were here. I don't remember what it sold. I'll try and look back. It's an 11B. Pretty cool machine. I don't know why it's back. I don't think it ever moved, so. I don't know. We'll mix it up a little from the John Deeres over to the Internationals. Next to our ditch witch, we have an International 460, which are pretty cool looking in my opinion. 6-cylinder diesel. This is a Wheatland actually. Got some sporty looking fenders on it. We have a 350, which is a Wheatland Special. This is a gas 4-cylinder tractor. And then next to it, I think my favorite of the bunch is probably this 560 diesel. I almost want to call them like orchard fenders. I know these aren't. This should definitely be a 6-cylinder diesel. I think these are pretty sought after tractors. Need some rubber. Looks like maybe not a runner either. You got a 1566 next to it. Looks like it's got a fresh pump on it, some filters, 5,500 hours. Ooh, and the fresh starting ether. Not a bad looking tractor, decent rubber. Looks like you could work it pretty easily. A little, well, not a little, this is actually a pretty big case, 18 350. I didn't know that's what they were called. I think these are Isuzus. I don't think these are Kubotas. 4-cylinder diesel, naturally aspirated. Really beat up bucket, but does look like a runner with okay rubber, I would say. Nothing special. Now we got a Minneapolis Moline. Do you know what the giant tank is for?
No.
Trying to teach Matt on something. That's a propane tractor. So it's got like a grill tank on it basically.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't really know what the advantage was. I think they were just trying stuff out. I don't really need to have one, but it would be cool to be around one and run one maybe. Got a pretty Oliver 70 row crop. Kind of beat up, looks like they painted over some dents, but still a good looking tractor. These are really sleek for their time, I think. We got a kind of a rare tractor, a 4050 front axle assist Deere. I don't remember if these are the good ones or not. There was an era of front axle assist Deere that was not super hot, I believe. Have to check in on with one of the experts. Looks like it has a fresh drive shaft in it. That might be an indicator it's not a good one. Ooh, an obscure wheel loader. Sign me up. We got a Case W14. Does it have a 12 valve in it? No, I think it's too old for that. 4-wheel drive, obviously articulating. It's got a breaker box, I guess for the starter solenoid. Wonder if this is a township machine. Looks like a 4-cylinder. I don't know what Case at that time would have had. I would think it would still be a Cummins. Could be a 4BT. These things are just super weird. You articulate with the front of the tractor, and the cab's just a weird shape. I don't know. They're just odd wheel loaders. I've seen a few of them before. I think they're pretty cool, but they are weird. Looks like you got a road tractor over here. Let's go check that out. Looks like it's a Freightliner. Oh, they even provided you with some fresh grease for the auction. How nice. Single frame, just on the brink of being savable, I think. Looking pretty scaly, but could be needle scaled up and saved. Air ride. Got some halfway decent paint on it, not horrible. Nice red interior, kind of like that. Number 2 of some fleet somewhere. Not a bad looking truck. That's a sweet looking 1586 next to it. It's a it's a 92. Sorry, they bought it in 2017. 500,000 models, 500,000 miles, but the tax broken, so who knows. That's the second Calher automation sticker I've seen. I don't know what that's all about. Came from Wheatland, Iowa. It's got a 8-speed in it, 9-speed actually, Rockwell. I don't know. This thing next to it, it's got the look. Big old wide tires on the front, beautiful looking rear tires. Not painted up, but not ugly. Air compressor on it. I wonder if that's for AC. Pretty decent looking interior. I like this thing. It's pretty cool. Oh, I am a sucker for ancient forklifts. We have a Yale rubber tire, pneumatic. Tires look a little rough. With the "Don't Laugh, It's Paid For" bumper sticker. Is this one gonna be gas or diesel? A gas one, at least it's not propane. They really jam that thing in there. Well, it's a slant 6, isn't it? That's why it looks so jammed in there. Would you do the honors of holding the phone for me while I try and put the seat down? Thank you much. Not a bad looking machine. Those tires are really on the brink of having to be replaced, and I would assume that is not cheap for these guys. Across from the forklift, we have this really goofy looking thing. It's a Dutz 4-wheel drive, KHD, never heard of them. I guess it would be a Dutz engine, obviously. I don't know if these are air cooled or not. It's weird looking, but it's kind of cool looking at the same time. How do I get your hood open? Not the slightest clue. I'm guessing it's an air cooled Dutz. Grungy interior, but it would probably clean up okay. I don't know. Are these things any good? Got a funky looking muffler on it, that's for sure. We got a little case front end loader tractor here. Big old bucket on it for what it is. It's a 430 gas 4-cylinder. Massive loader on it. I don't know if this is the loader for this tractor or if it's just super stout built. There's a big old piece of channel turned into box tubing. You could probably tip this thing over real easy. Looks like it had some stuff done to it. Bunch of parts, but their letter is full of water. Yeah, I can't imagine that's the right front end loader. It just seems way too stout. It looks correct, but I don't know. Case didn't want it breaking off, that's for sure. What else do we have around here? Bunch of implements and trailers at this auction this year, or this month or whatever. While I don't particularly care to look at a grain trailer, I did want to check out this Kinsey sticker. That's pretty cool. Oh, looks like we got a 6.4 era Ford. This one's gas though, so 5.4, or maybe a 6.2. I don't know if they had 6.2s yet. Crew cab, definitely a work truck. Second owner, 93,000 miles, everything works. Doesn't look hateful rust-wise. Cab corner's just starting to go, bed's just starting to go. Got a work box on it, or a work topper, I guess. I don't know, I bet it goes for close to 10 for under 100,000 miles, 4-wheel drive work truck. One nasty dent, another nasty dent. These trucks just don't really do much for me. They got a pretty ugly looking front end in my opinion. This is a little more my style of work truck here. This thing is rusty, holy cow. 90s Dodge W, or not a W, this would just be a 2500. Looks like it had some cool paint work on it. Telling you what farm it was from, but man, check it out. Poor thing. Bed's just as bad. It does have a John Deere toolbox, which is kind of cool.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, interior is beautiful. I love that color and that stitching. Extended cab short bed. Dodge makes it, Cummins shakes it. Can I get a hell yeah, brother?
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. Oh, don't cut yourself trying to get through there. Some Angus farm looks like. Automatic with an unknown amount of miles so far. Let's see if we can. Come on, tell me your secrets. Everything lights up on the dash except for the mileage. Oh wow, remarkably the step holds on well for how rusty this thing is. Well, I guess I get to keep its secrets. How many miles do you think this puppy's got on it? Pedal's not all worn off. I'm gonna guess it's kind of low, but we'll never know. Poor thing. Check out this. This is a semi you don't see very often. This one's called a Kodiak. I thought these were like bisons. I know there is a bison, there's a General's, big one. This would be like a C65. It is an auto truck. Pretty rough interior. Tandem axle with a really stout bed. Some goofy suicide bar setup, I guess, to protect the brake cans. Yeah, bed's in remarkably good shape. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Let's see what motor is in this thing. Could be like a Toro Flow. I think this is too big of a truck for that. Can you hold the hood? I don't know if the springs work.
Hold it.
Pretty light. Thank you, Madeline. I'm gonna guess a Detroit. Nope, little baby cat. Greasy, nasty looking cat. I'm glad I brought you now. Just kidding, I was glad before. 3208, 210 horsepower. Naturally aspirated V8, but the thing's a turd. Thank you.
For coffee.
Oop,
Oh, you hit it with your boot.
that should be good, it's light. Yeah, just kind of a cool, obscure looking mid-sized dump truck. I always kind of thought they were cool, but don't need to have one. All right, we got to check out the tracker. I think there was one of these here last time. I don't think it's this exact one though. Madeline is remarking on the soft top. Madeline, why don't you go ahead and mention the one that you drove for a little while? What was written on the back window?
Oh, what? I don't even remember.
Little Rascal.
Yeah, Little Rascal.
Madeline drove a black one of these for a short period, and it had a hard top. And above the back window, it said Little Rascal on it, which I thought was extremely fitting. Oh yeah, this one's let the water in big time. Oh yeah, you can see the keys are floating in goop and algae. It's got its own little microbiome going on. I would like to have one just for beating around. I got it for like 300 bucks, but again, don't have space right now, so this is not on my radar in any means. I don't know if they're 4.3s or 4 cylinders. Wow, yeah, we'll have to check that out later. This is a new flavor of China here. This is a weird looking wheel loader. I've seen the Chinese wheel loaders, but not one like this. AGT. This is like the little baby Hughes, almost, sort of. We have one of the bigger mini excavators. This one's a V-twin gas. But I wandered over here because there's something really cool, I think. We have a John Deere patio. If you don't know what patios are, I think they're 110s. And they came in all different colors. This one's a yellow one, obviously, but they had yellow, green, blue, red, all kinds of stuff. Really cool and really collectible tractors. I'd like to have one day, but I don't need one. Yeah, it is a 110. I think they're cool. Ooh, looks like we have a display engine here, power unit. Set up to run a saw. Looks like they were trying to be safe. Lame. Got a twist in the belt to make it run the right way. Be pretty awesome for going to a show, I guess. Anything else cool over here? We got a case. Garden tractor with a bunch of implements, it looks like. An old golf cart, nice. This is a Case 446 with an Onan 16 horsepower. Just big enough to have a 3-point, which is pretty cool. It does have a tiller on it now. Looks like it also has a front snowblower and a mower deck. Ugly looking tractor. I had a Case 130 once that was pretty cool. I don't think I need a 460 though. What do you got here? A Honda Terra truck walk behind wheelbarrow. Looks pretty fresh. It's definitely an older unit, but vertical shaft engine. Isn't that a cute little guy? Beats pushing a wheelbarrow. We have a tracker. I would like to have one of these one day. A bed camper. Has a new mattress, new refrigerator, and new air conditioner. I think one of these on the back of my Ford would be really cool. This one's seems really short, but I guess it's because it's folded down.
It's really tiny.
Yeah, but when you folded it up, you get a bed up there.
Ow.
Yeah, it is really small, folded down. It's actually really nice though. I like it. I thought one of these would be nice because it'd be light and, I mean, not light, but lighter than a full-size one and a lot less air drag going down the highway. This one's got to be close to a 97. This one was built in 2000, so it would look right at home with my OBS. I like this one. I don't have the space for one right now, though. Madeline pointed this out. We've got a 6-liter Ford. Check out the flatbed. This thing had to have been a salt truck. Had to have been. I specifically love that giant hole there. It's an old Hillsboro flatbed. The frame and the cab, I mean, while not great, are way better looking than this bed. This bed was like made to rust, and you have to assume it was put on well after this truck was built. 6.0 4-wheel drive Ford. How many miles do you have? I'm gonna have to crawl up in here. Comes with the new air filter. Fancy. Door ajar. Just tell me the miles. I gotta close the frickin' door. I can't see it, can you? 256,000. Get me out of this rat piss smelling hot box of a truck. Ugh. You reading someone's love note?
Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
Okay, well. I love when people leave notes and stuff at the auctions. You got a little trommel, we can get into the gold mining business. Seems profitable in Iowa. A couple other decent work trucks, F-150, crew cab, long bed, gas truck. Here we go. I like this style of bed. I forget what brand they are. I like the tailboard setup they have on them. Pretty stout. This is a good looking truck. 6-liter, single rear wheel. Kind of like a dark gray, silver. Pretty crusty though. Rockers and stuff aren't going, but the bottom of the doors are starting. Got a few dings and dents. Smells really bad, like gear oil and cigarettes in here. The dash won't come on, but based on the brake pedal being completely worn off, probably well above 200,000 miles. Got a nice looking bumper on it though. Truck's got a good style to it. Oh, it's a 7.3 actually, not a 6.0, my bad. Pretty big dent in the quarter. Doors are definitely going. Huh, that's a shame. Got a little John boat with a trolling motor. Ooh, there's a boat trailer over here. I do need a boat trailer for my little jet boat, but ideally I want one more with tires like that than tires like this, because I would like to be able to go down the road at 55, 60 miles an hour and not have to worry about it. I should check on this guy. You'd have to convert it to a boat trailer, but that wouldn't be the end of the world. It does have the larger tires. Looks like it's got new wiring and brake lights. Maybe we'll pay attention to that guy. Got a 25 spare. That would definitely fit my boat, no problem. Almost too big. All right, I did just pick up a truck. I do need a bigger trailer, I found out. If I can save this truck, you'll see it in a future video, but we have a 14,000 pound GVW AA welding service trailer here. I think if I'm gonna get a trailer this big though, I want a deck over. I do not want fenders. This one you could almost, if you made the fenders removable, use it as a deck over. This one's a little bit longer than my trailer. It looks really well built, so I need to start keeping an eye out for something like this. Not quite yet though. Moving down this way, we have a Pettibone Skylift, whatever you want to call it. This is a B66. It's got the Anarchy symbol on it, so she must be a sweetheart. Or she killed her last operator, I don't know. A bucket of springs and parts. Not a good sign when it's full of water. I don't know what these things have in them for engines. Little 4-cylinder diesel. Tires are okay. I think there was one flat one on the other side. This one doesn't look super stout. That's only like a 6x6 square tubing there. Our chains are kind of hanging around. I don't think she's ready to work. What's the capacity on this guy? Pick up and carry 6,000 pounds? That would be really nice. These things do hold their value really well, so even if it is junk, I bet it goes for a bunch of money. Check this guy out, Lodestar. Single axle with a lift. This is probably a mid-60s. This is a 1600 Lodestar. Whew, Check out the interior on that.
Wow.
That's really sweet. Oh yeah. Wow, this thing's nice. Looks like a 1976, it says on the window over there. Does have a radio. Defrost, heat. Yeah, this thing's sporty. 80,000 on the odometer. Wow, I like this thing. These are already a pretty stylish truck. Got a real high-sided bed on it. Red and white. Got a cool stripe. I like this thing. I'm guessing it's like a 345 gas. I don't think this would be a diesel. Runs good. New alternator. 80,000 miles. Wicked. Next over here we got an Alice Chalmers with a loader. Looks really rough. Not really rough, but obviously not painted up or anything. We got another Case 530 loader. Yeah, this one's got the exact same loader, so this must be the proper loader for them. They just really built them stout. I guess it was a Construction King, so it's more like a backhoe than a tractor. Check this guy out. We've seen one or two of these, either the Chinese mini Bobcats, skid steers, not Bobcat. Tiny little filled tires on it. I believe these are gas. Yeah, this one's a little gas one. Hydraulic oil, 5 hours changed, works good. It better work good, it's brand new. Ooh, they have split rims. Scary. Check out the fake suede interior. That's gonna get musty quick. All right, up here we got it is fiberglass. I thought it was a steel bed. Kind of a cool shape. Someone set it up to be like a service trailer on a dually rear end. It's gotta be from the 80s or so. Must have been one of the early fiberglass beds on like a utility truck. Pretty good looking trailer frame someone built. An old stock trailer here. We're kind of up in the junky area now. Old John Deere seeder. We have a really ancient baler here, round baler. Yeah, look at that thing. Couple horse trailers. I've never really seen horse trailers at this auction. This is the third one I've seen. Put my dog in it, maybe. This one's tiny. I feel bad for the horse. This had to have been a pony trailer. I don't think there's any more ponies going in that thing, hopefully. Another one of these weird baler things. I don't know if it's really actually a baler. I thought it was based on the back. Yeah, it is a roto baler. Almost ran into a sickle bar. Nice. What else? We got a cutoff off of a semi-trailer. Be cool for a project. Yeah, not much here. We're gonna have to go up into the small aisle where we usually buy all our stuff. Actually, we did buy our 322. One auction ago, it was sitting like right here. Up here in the smalls area, we got some pretty good looking bolt bends. They always sell for a lot of money here to farmers. Got a Harbor Freight tubing roller. Ooh, a belt sander. I would like to have one of those. How hoss is this one? It's an Atlas with a, does it say 37 horsepower motor? No way. I can't tell, so I have to go back, but kind of a nice setup. Looks like our table is a little broken, but I would like to have one of these guys. I don't know if this one's hoss enough for my taste. Beautiful little stand. Whole pile of headache racks. Gonna pin myself. Oh yeah, 3-wheelers. Gotta check these babies out. Snow blower, water pump, corn shucker thing. Looks like we have an ATC 200 and an ATC 110, and I will be keeping an eye on these. 200 doesn't really do much for me, but that 110, I happen to have one of these that I need some parts for, and I see at least one of the parts I need is here, this recoil assembly. Pulls over nice, but doesn't seem like it's got a ton of compression. This one's a lot newer than the one that I have. We'll keep an eye on it. I don't have space, but if it goes dirt cheap, we'll get it. Doesn't look that bad. All All right, we skipped over some good stuff up here. Let's get back over here. Polaris Express 300. I hate Polarises, but they are good for their drivetrain components. That's what I built my mini Jeep out of. I've been looking for, this one's like the one that I used. It's chain drive. I need one of these. It's 4-wheel drive shaft drive, I think. This one's 2-wheel drive and chain drive, so neither are the things I need. Check out the old Pepsi machine. I'm gonna guess this is 80s, maybe a little earlier. Oh, is this a Coke machine too? Yeah, it's an old Coca-Cola machine, a Glasgow. Oh, another one. This one's a Pepsi. A vendor later. What a name. I think I like this one the best.
I like the Coke one.
Yeah, everyone's got one of those though. This one you could be cool and different. Probably never get it working. All right. I am trying out some new audio today, so hopefully it works out good. I'm trying to combat the wind that we always run into doing auction videos. So let me know down below what it sounds like to you. Got a John Deere generator. 2 of these, I don't know what they are. I don't know what it was a part of, but bigger, like 13 horsepower Hondas. Which if they're not locked up, they do have some value. That one's not locked up. And this one's not, but it has some compression. We'll keep an eye on those. Those are good little engines to have around for repowers for stuff. They're nice because they're electric and pull start. Adam's over here playing with a smoker. Ooh, a hydraulic winch. Is this a Tulsa? I don't know. Oh, it's a Ramsey actually. Looks like we got a little baby side-by-side here. Ooh, and a 110 little Deere. This might be smaller. Yeah, this is a 110. So this is the same as that patio tractor earlier, just wearing the more traditional John Deere green. Really cool tractors. You got a Polaris Ace. I think you would call this an Ace. No, this is a Ranger. 170. Runs good.
It looks so cheap.
Looks like a pile. I've seen all I needed to see with the random battery cable, just not even a connector on it. It does look pretty cheaply made, doesn't it? Kawasaki Bayou 220. I've had several of those. They're really good four-wheelers, really dependable. Keep it moving. I don't see anything out of the corner of my eye right now, so I'll pick you guys up if I run into anything cool. All right, we got a whole smattering of Cub Cadets here. 149, 129. I don't know what that guy in the back is. 149 Hydro's got a tiller. That would be like a 12 horsepower tractor. It might also come with these implements. Be a nice tractor. I've been around a few of those. They were always kind of nice to use. We have a 4-wheel steering Kubota. This one's a diesel too. A little 3-cylinder Kubota. That's worth some money if that's good, but the rest of it's so weird. I don't need it. Got some jet turbines. Just kidding, I don't know what these things are. Some sort of duct work. Is this a surface grinder here? Yeah, I think this is a surface grinder. A precision honing machine is what it actually is. At least they had the thought to wrap it up. Looks like it's a Sun-In. I don't know. Got a Fox go-kart. That one looks like fun. Got a big old 301.
Like Toy Story.
Yeah, it does look like a Toy Story RC car, doesn't it? We're gonna scoot over here. Someone must have dropped off a whole collection of Cub Cadets. Oh, another go-kart. I faded out camo seat off of a boat. Nice. Yeah, there's 5 more Cubs here. We got a 105 Hydro with a Snowblade, a 104, really nice looking tractor, and a 125. All 3 of these things look like they were restored probably about 10 years ago and now sat, but probably sat inside. They look nice. Huh. What do you have here? A water trough turned seat. How nice. A bed frame. I usually come to the auction to buy all my furniture anyway. What is this thing, a scale? Must be a scale, and then that would spit out a price as well. Bunch of Chinese push boxes and various grapples and grading buckets and things. Let's check out this power unit over here. Got old boy over there on the Skag running the mower, so I apologize for the noise. I believe this is a generator here. What does it have in it? It's got a Hercules 6-cylinder diesel. How many horsepower are you? No idea. 1988. Pretty decent sized generator head on it. 2,700 hours. It's an Onan head on it. Still got the control panel. That would be nice because you could, in theory, get it running or whatever. And at least try it out, and you got several big plugs here too. Nice. A lot of go-karts here. Another little baby one. Madeline's over here checking out the another smoker. I don't think we should buy an electric smoker that sat outside for several weeks, but you do you. We have a International A325C. I'm guessing this is like a mid-size truck engine. No, it's a 6.0, isn't it? It's an 06 6.0. Little baby 4-cylinder. Check these guys out. Little tiny walk behind. We got a Rio Revo Jet. I think 2 of them. They look similar but different. This one's got a Clinton on it, I believe. Yeah, it is a Clinton engine. These would look really cool with my little National reel mower that we picked up here. We'll keep an eye out. I don't need them, but we'll watch them if they go dirt cheap. Got a floor sweeper. Probably. All right. Apparently it was a good idea I brought Madeline, our expert in utilities and things, or whatever you call these. Yeah, you could make a joke like that, but I wouldn't go that low. Really cool looking Frigidaire. If I owned a house, I would be kind of interested in this just because of how cool it looks. So that's like your oven. Does that one pull out like that too? No, so that one's like a standard oven. I'm guessing it's propane. Which if it's propane, it probably works. No, it's electric, isn't it? Yeah, it is electric. No thanks. That's a house burner downer 9000 right there if I've ever seen one. Definitely cool looking though. Check out this. Walked right past it, but it's like some sort of old Vespa looking fella. Ooh, and a reel mower I almost missed. A little walk behind guy. This one's complete with a little Briggs. Not seized up. I despise these Briggs engines though because they have the fuel tank as your carburetor float bowl. It's a Cooper Clipper. Cool. Anyway, little scooter's really sweet. Looks like you probably just slap a little 6 horsepower engine on it and go. That thing's cool. Wouldn't be a whole lot of fun off-road though, I don't think. Alrighty folks, so we're gonna finish up where we started out next to the Pierce fire truck. Pretty good auction today, some cool stuff. Walked right past this thing, F550, no, 450. Pretty cool stuff, but nothing I absolutely have to have. Couple things I'll watch out for, but I am full to the brink of projects. There's several machines I have that I haven't even touched yet that you guys haven't seen. So I don't really need to buy anything here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you think you would have taken home today. Not sure what the prices are going to be yet. Middle of summer like this could go either way. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Check this little guy out. I missed it the first lap around. Got the custom Ford golf cart. Pretty well done, actually. Definitely a weird little schnoz on it. All right, I'll see you guys next time.